I got this crazy cowlick for hair going, and I'm sick with a cold again. But there's one thing that I'll never be sick of, and that's watching Gypsy Rose Blanchard ruin her own life again. Or maybe not ruin it, but we're going to watch the show, whatever. Excuse me. Let's get to it.
He sent me a lot of pictures.
Christy has continued conversation with Ken.
Dun, dun, dun. The stepmom. She's keeping the flame alive.
He's sending actual pictures, too.
Yeah, it's kind of, the whole thing's really weird. Like, we've really made jokes about how it seems like the whole family hates Ryan. And I just, as the series goes on, it's more and more true. They wish that Ken was still around, I guess. It's kind of he's fat, Dane. They hate fat people. That's what it is. They're a bunch of phobic people. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Goodness gracious.
Fat phobia. Garbage.
But there's no respect on any level from anyone for their marriage. Like Gypsy herself is always just
talking about her
airing out.
exes.
Well, she's airing out their sex life for everyone. She's talking about her ex. Her stepmom is like keeping in close contact with her ex. I guess keeping him on the back burner. I don't know. There's just no respect. Heck, even her dad in the first episode was threatening to shoot him if he did anything weird with his daughter. Like, what?
That's right. You do anything weird. I got a lot of guns.
See, in the episode, they cut to Gypsy's phone, and it's like, I don't know, in the middle of the night, and she talks about a nightmare she had about her mom.
Thinking about the coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
What was a nightmare?
It's not easy to live with, guys.
It's not easy to live with. Well, hey, screw her mom. I mean, you get to the whole thing of like, the mom, did she deserve to die? I mean, I don't know about that, but she was not a good person. She did a lot of terrible things.
True, and not a good mother. Not a good mother.
She definitely deserves some freaking jail time for life. A terrible person. She deserves her ashes flushed down the toilet, which is what the family did.
That's right.
The family did that to her. So
with some one ply on the top. You know what I mean? Like,
it was my choice to commit this crime. I don't even know like the road to self-forgiveness. Like who shows you the first step?
So wild. This is in the first 5 minutes of the episode. It's like she's going back and thinking about the terrible things her mom did to her, and then she's like, "It was my choice to do that crime." I know. But then at the same time, the whole series is supposed to be about leaving that behind,
changing the image.
Yeah, well, it's like leaving that behind, recreating your image, and then they keep talking about it, and then like even her arguments with Ryan, she brings it up. And she already has a couple of times of being like, "Yeah, you've been like my mom," you know, and even him like making jokes about it. You know, it's like it's a big part. It's a huge part. I mean, she went to prison. She's been there for 8 years over this crime. She didn't go to prison and become a better person, right? Right. You don't go to who gets reformed in prison. I don't know. Maybe it happens. Not saying she's going to come out and be like a murderer, but I'm kind of getting into the whole like. I'm wary. I'm still her biggest fan, but I got a lot of I need some trust to be built in this relationship. A viewer to celebrity Gypsy Rose, right? All right, so they start out talking about like her memories, the mom, and all, and the terrible things, and then it cuts to this part right here where they're talking about going back to the Blanchard home. They're spending the weekend at the Blanchard home, and I was like, oh my God, are they going back? The house that it all happened? Good Lord, who's got all these boats out here? But it turns out it's the dad's house. They just go back to her dad's house.
Okay.
Because I was like, no way.
Like, why would they do this?
This is where we stabbed my mom to death in that bed right there. And this is the bathroom that I hid in.
Gosh.
Oh, so happy to be here. Let's stay the weekend. So yeah, they spend time with the family at their house. You know, stepmom is probably over there rubbing her hands together. You know, like, good. Let me show you all these pictures I got from Ken.
Show you.
But then Gypsy talks about like her childhood and some more and all that.
Nothing was complicated. The things, I mean, my life was complicated, but my perception of my life wasn't.
The innocence, being a little kid. She had no idea what was going on. She just trusted her mom. That evil lady. I mean, I think it's pretty safe. I mean, I keep kind of like fence riding it, but like, screw her mom, you know, I hope she's burning hell, lady. You know, shame on you.
Who's gonna take a picture? I'm gonna get in there with your people. They're my people now too. They my family too, so.
Yeah, part of the tribe.
I'm part of the family now.
Yeah, part of the monotone. Yeah, part of the family. Got the 2 cigarettes.
Double cigs, baby.
He's part of the family. You take the picture of us. You know, we're not going to get another camera crew to take the picture. You take the picture. So they talk about whenever Gypsy was a kid, her mom made her wear like a sleep apnea machine.
You had the breathing machine.
Oh, yeah. I was little though.
Sleeping on her.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, baby, she put you in that sleep apnea when she ain't that young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember he made when he first went and picked her up and they were at the hotel room, he makes a joke. They're talking about her snoring about putting her in a sleep apnea machine.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh.
And then he follows up with, "Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm not your mom." You know? So, can't catch no breaks. So they're on their way to visit Gypsy's grandmother's grave, Emma. They bring her some flowers. And so I believe Emma passed away when Gypsy was like 7, I think. And that's when like everything like really started spiraling out of control, like as far as how her mom treated her and stuff like that. Yeah, old Dee Dee went pretty wild after grandma passed away.
My mom was so angry at God when my grandmother passed away. She took all the angel statues that she had in the house and just was smashing them on the ground.
How could you do this, God?
Wow.
Ah! Wow. People pass away. It has to happen eventually. We all going to die one day.
Yeah, that's true. It's just, I haven't lost a parent yet, but man, I imagine that even if you're prepping for it, still got to hit you in that spot, man,
Oh, yeah. People deal with their grief in their own ways. And apparently Dee Dee, she decided to abuse her freaking child. Trash!
After angel smashing.
Yeah, after Angel Smash. They're trying to summon the demons of
Motherhood.
Yeah, and this is the whole episode is a lot of going back through talking about the mom, and they go to her cousin's tattoo shop.
Hi.
Yeah. You remember they get her and Ken get matching tattoos. I bet this is where they get it at.
Cousin
this
Bobby,
is where they go.
what's up, man?
They would tell us, Gypsy's going back into the hospital. She's got another surgery. So I just knew her as being a sickly kid. I really didn't know much else.
And then he talks about like how he barely even knew Gypsy. The family just knew her as like the sickly kid. Oh, she's going back to the hospital again. That's horrible. Because the mom wouldn't let anybody see her anyway, so she just told him whatever. And they're like, oh no, that sucks. Because no one suspected anything at the time, right?
Dang.
They talk with him, and he talks about like the mom's bipolar disorder, and go into that.
She actually was diagnosed with bipolar.
Oh, yeah. She picks off this one little whatever. And so it's sitting there, and she's talking to it like it's a baby or something like that. Going on, she's like, its name and whatever.
She's naming orange slices.
Probably treated it better than she did Gypsy.
Yeah, they keep going on and on talking about the mom and just like how messed up the mom was.
I mean, I knew there was times that like she saw shapes and she heard voices.
Her mom's a schizophrenia. That's what that hearing voices and hallucinating.
Yeah. Probably untreated through all of it too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. God. Oh, Dave, she got treated for it. Don't you worry about that. In the end, she got that treatment.
Oh no.
No, but all jokes aside, it is like awful that. Well, like her mom's going through all that, and her mom died, and then she starts treating Gypsy like she did. The whole thing just sucks. But then they talk about something that I've mentioned several times. Like we're talking about like where's the rest of the family, and then people are like, well, she was secluded, and people didn't know anything was going on, and But her cousin has something to say about it.
Yeah, of course she could walk. Of course she's dominating at Special Olympics, But I don't know why she hadn't stepped up and said anything about it,
He's talking about the stepmom and like being like her being in the Special Olympics and all this stuff. Like everybody, people were there, and she was dominating because she wasn't supposed to be there, right? She wasn't.
Right.
Yeah, it's like nobody stepped up. So and that's like a very small like little window, I guess, into like the previous life, but. And just that little small amount, it leads me to believe that he thinks that there was opportunity for people to notice that something was up and to try to do something, but nobody did. Ask
some questions at least,
Yeah.
It's also like that family dynamic, though, right? You try not to pry too hard at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like, well, she's going to raise her kids her own way, and...
Yeah, I don't know what they're going through. Oh, maybe they got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to get into it because I don't want to deal with it.
Oh, I'm sure that was part of it too. You know what I mean? She's bipolar and all types of stuff. Like, you know what? I'll just leave that alone for now.
She's really talking orange pills. I ain't messing with her. Yeah. But all in all, they're just basically like, yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Unfortunate how it all worked out. It's over now. kind of thing. And they go on to talk about tattoos.
It means that the twists and turns of life happens. That's part of our journey, but it doesn't make it any less beautiful. And the fleur-de-lis is obviously for French culture.
There you go. That's the matching tattoos I believe they get eventually. Her and Ken. Not Ryan. It's all the twists and turns
her
in
and
life.
Ken? Her and Ken get this?
Yeah, right? Isn't that right? Hang on, let me make double sure.
What?
Pretty sure they both get tattoos. No. I'm wrong. You're right, Dane. My bad. They get like these little wolf tattoos.
The wolves. Yeah, I remember the wolves.
Yeah. Hey, good call out. Because I was over here like, this is the one they get. No. Never mind. That's not the one they get. That's not Gypsy's first tattoo, Dane. No, she's got another tattoo. Wait till you see it.
Prison tat.
Wait till you see her prison tat, Dane.
I have a pick and poke that I did in prison.
What's a pick and poke?
You gotta sharpen up a staple.
It was a K for my ex.
Dun, dun, dun.
No. She got him tatted, bro.
She's got the K for her ex tatted on her ankle.
Oh, dude. Have you ever heard how they do the ink?
Oh, well, the dude was explaining that they just give like a pen and break a pen and like dip it with like a stapler or anything they got that's sharp and poke it in there.
Okay. Well, I've heard they like had to make their own ink sometimes, and it's like burnt newspaper ashes, and you like water it down.
Put
and
it
you
in
like,
water? Oh.
And then you like grind it. Yeah, I've heard. I've heard all types of stuff, man. I don't know.
That sounds like Infection City.
I was like, and then you did it with a stapler? Dang.
Once he dumped me, I was like, this freaking K needs to go.
Yeah, scrubbing off with real.
I may have to make another appointment.
Gotta get touched up.
She's got her tattoo
Like,
now.
definitely
Yay!
a moment of independence right now for me.
She did it. Tattoo freedom.
Yeah.
Blah.
One of many. I don't know. They're addicting. They're fun. I don't know. I enjoy them. I don't know why.
Don't talk to me.
Really?
Tattoos being fun.
You don't like yours? Or,
I like the results, but man, every character I got, all like I don't know how many characters I have, 8, 9 characters I got.
Yeah.
All of them were like 6+ hours. Most of them, like some of them were like 12-hour sessions of me just laying there and just, oh man, some of them started hurting so bad. But I did it. I said I wanted it, and I saw it through. But I've never had the experience of, that was an enjoyable experience. No, it's hurt like heck every single time. And now that I got everything I wanted done originally. And I was like, I'm done. I'm not getting any more tattoos. I do not want any more. Nice. I went in on a hard mode. That's what the tattoo artist, my very first one, the Mega Man one. That's the first one, and so he put it like right there where it's meaty too to make it a little easier. And he's like, "Is this your first one?" He's like, "Going on a hard mode, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." And 8 hours later, I was like, "Oh God." It hurts. Are you done shading that same spot, please?
Over and over.
No rough, especially when you get in the ditch, right in the armpit.
No.
Like near the wrists. Like this arm gets much lower to the wrist. Like it kind of goes all the way down, but like this one doesn't really touch that much. The wrist sucks. It just feels like someone's like vibrating your arm and like stabbing into your bone.
Oh,
that and the inside the arms, like right in the bicep. Wow, up close to the armpit. That part sucks. To be honest, it all sucks. Around the elbows.
I know near the elbow sucks. Near the elbow sucks.
Yeah, anything where the skin's like thin. So yeah, he got her right there on the forearm too. This is the easy spot. It's the big thick meaty forearm spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe if I ever get more tattoos, I will just get like simple black lines. Ones that are like done in 30 minutes. You go in there, sit, and you're done. No more full color, full shading for me. People get that stuff done on their back too. Oh, especially like the very high detail ones where you have to come back multiple sessions. Oh,
I like black work a lot, but even some of them, depending on the detail, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be there forever.
But in the end, you're like, yeah, cool. I like my tattoos. I got this Nemesis one, and it's got Flowey from Undertale on it. Oh, you guys can't even see it, but everybody always says, "Is that Plants vs Zombies?" Like, yeah, sure.
I guess it is.
Then old Ryan gets there. He's getting him a tattoo as well. He talked to the tattoo artist. He's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm here.
Might as well get one.
He's getting a rose. Getting a rose for Gypsy Rose. Oh,
Wow.
Gypsy Rose.
Oh, Ryan. Oh.
Good.
It's like I want to tell him so bad.
Just go back in the past.
I have to tell you about the future!
And then they go to the stepmom, who, remember at the very beginning, she was showing pictures that she's gotten? Yeah, it's that part.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Gypsy's first true relationship was Ken, where she experienced.
I mean, there was another boyfriend at one time, the one that stabbed her mom for her.
Yeah. Yeah. He was in love with her, too.
I don't know. But I guess we could call it her first, like, a relationship when she's an adult and, like, not based off
There
of.
we go.
Yeah, some crazy stuff.
What I thought at the time is that he couldn't take the heat. People are trying to find information, calling his family, and
People are trying to hunt him down. Who are you? What's your family? You know, the internet sleuths are out there bothering
Right.
everybody, right? And so she thought Ken couldn't take the heat, but you know, I think the stepmom took it just as hard as old Gypsy Rose did.
I was pissed. You know, you promised you would be there for her, and when the got real, you left.
Yeah, she's mad. How dare you leave? Sending me all these pictures. She's keeping in contact. She's not that mad at him, apparently.
Right. Yeah. And I can't be that mad.
I loved Ken. Me and Ken still have a friendship. Mm-hmm. And I don't care if who likes it or not. When my kids break up with somebody, I don't break up with them.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's a little weird.
It is pretty weird. You have this person that you're romantically involved with, then you have a terrible fight and you break up or whatever happens, but then your mom is still friends with them. It's like, can you get out of my life a little bit like that, Mom, please? Mom didn't break up with him. Nuh-uh, she's keeping it going. She loved Ken.
I bet Ken was sending her special pictures, you know what I mean?
Oh my God, yeah, what's up with that?
If her and Ken would still have been together, I knew in my heart she was going to be safe. I wouldn't have worried.
I guess they worry about Ryan? I don't know.
I guess. I don't know. Why are they worried about Ryan?
He explained to me that people were telling him, if you love her enough, let her go.
Like, what? They broke up because people told him if you love her enough, let her go.
Is that true love? I don't. If
like-
you love her, break up with her and leave from her life.
It's like so dumb.
What? That is, jeez.
so brain dead. I don't think that's what that is intended for.
If he would have known, she would have dated found somebody else and got engaged. He wouldn't have let her go.
If he would have known she would have met somebody else, he wouldn't have did that. Like, what? What? I don't know if she's like making this up or if it's like an afterthought of his after he broke her up and he called her. It's like, I really regret it. And this is my excuse. I don't know. It's so lame. It's so.
If I would have known she was gonna like move on with her life, I wouldn't have let her try to move on with her life.
I thought she'd like sit around and be depressed for like years and be pining over me and I'd come back in, man. What? I need to hear from him. I feel like stepmom's just making up. Like she's just making up stuff. But Gypsy does have that K. She's got that K to remind her of him.
Sure.
You ain't got nothing to remind you of me, though.
But she don't got one to remind her of Ryan, though.
Oh, no! Oh, Ryan.
But Ryan shows off his tattoo. There's his rose right there.
Very original, man.
Very original, man. Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares about you, Ryan. Very, very original. Yeah, good job, Ryan. But of course, after all this, don't forget the Gypsy Rose. She didn't want to be famous.
Me and my family, we're humble people. I was never the type to say, I want to be famous, I want to sing, I want to dance. I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Then go be a veterinarian.
You still can.
You can still do it.
Right now.
She keeps, I don't know if she's like ashamed of her popular, I don't know. Like, is she ashamed to enjoy it? Like, because she's just like, I never wanted to be famous, but like, she also goes on all these talk shows and does a documentary. Like, she does all this stuff. And then at the same time, she's like, I wanted to do other things. Go do other things then. You didn't have to do any of this. Literally had to do none of it. But you chose to. There's a comment actually that had me freaking rolling, and as I'm Gypsy fan's number one fan, Gypsy Rose' number one fan. You know, I took a little offense, but it was also pretty funny. It's like it's like Gypsy Rose, like she when she was a child, she was a victim from her mom, and now that she's old, she's a victim of herself. Just, oh no, everything is against me. Oh no, all my choices that I'm making. Oh, and I was like,
How dare you?
How dare you speak that truth? I just wish she would stop trying to pretend that she doesn't like enjoy being famous and would just like be like, yeah, woo! I'm famous, y'all. What's up?
I did it.
But anyway, with that said, she's very humble and she would never try to like passively humble brag or anything for the cameras. I promise.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh, I spilt my coffee directly on the cover of my People magazine that I'm on the front cover of. Oh, golly, gee willikers.
She quickly poured that on the carpet. Like, oh no, not the carpet.
Oh, I never wanted to be famous. Look at my magazine cover, y'all. Oh, that's so silly. And then old Ryan just kind of like mumbles around the house.
Oh, let's see, baby.
Oh, I just miss you, baby. I just miss you.
Why's he gonna miss
baby?
her?
I miss you, baby.
Was he talking to the food? What? I mean, look, dude, I love my cereal too. All right, but
I mean, he's going to work. Is what's going on. He's like leaving because he's a teacher. He's a special ed teacher, and so he's going to work. He says he'll miss her. I mean, I'm just trolling.
Gypsy not going nowhere today.
I'm not going nowhere.
Not going anywhere. Just me and the camera crew, just hanging out. But you know, while she's sitting around bored. Maybe she's gonna check on what Ken's doing. I don't know. You know, maybe.
Oh no.
Maybe there's some time to catch up.
Oh, not like this.
No, Gypsy. She's got some thoughts that she shares with the camera. Like she talks about kind of her life and like confinement and how she feels with where she is.
Good thing I like to organize. Took me 6 hours to straighten it up. He's already dirtying up my closet. I said the moment he would dirty my closet, we're having a fight.
All right, he threw the pajamas on the floor. He's mad about it.
He does understand that I have a history of living with a hoarder, and so this kind of stuff irritates my soul.
So you remember, like when they broke up with each other or whatever, divorced. They like throwing him under the bus for being a food hoarder.
Just putting leftovers and stuff in his fridge and keeping condiments after using them.
He's got a full refrigerator. How dare he hoard all this food?
There was a whole room that was just like this junk room.
I mean, look at all this stuff. Look like actual hoarder stuff. You know, look at this stuff everywhere. My man's got a full refrigerator, and she's like, can't handle it.
I mean, really?
Ryan, he's well, you know, he was a bachelor before he met me, so he knows that we're built differently.
Yeah, I mean, like he's got a lot of condiments. There's several bottles that look like Sweet Baby Ray's, some ranch, milk. He's got all this stuff is different. It's not like some of these aren't even open yet.
Different.
Yeah, he's living like this is this bachelor pad. That's all this is. Like it's messy, sure, but it's not. Everything here gets used. Guarantee it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And if this is the best they got about him being a food hoarder, they're going to have to try a little harder to like throw some shade on Ryan, okay?
Yeah, no doubt, dude. I think he just got the raw end, bro, the whole time.
Well, I mean, they're already like trying to build like this feeling of like he's trying to control her and stuff because they talk about that too. Like, are they before this stuff came out, they also said that he's like very controlling. And yeah, he says like, "Oh, you're not going anywhere, are you?" It's like, is he being controlling or is he worried about her? You know?
I mean, right. She's never really been out anywhere on her own, especially after being famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I don't feel like they're built. There's nothing here that's a strong enough case for me to be like Ryan is a bad dude yet.
Right.
He's got a full refrigerator. The man is a big man. He eats a lot of food. He's got to stay that size. And so the clutching like pearls because his refrigerator's full and he's got a lot of condiments, whatever.
Right. I see Buffalo Wild Wings sauce. I'm already kind of on his side.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying, right? So she's a little upset at him. He threw a couple of clothes on the floor. She's mad about that. She's mad about the refrigerator and the kitchen being a mess. She ain't about it.
I'm sure you don't want to wear the same.
Oh, Ryan's calling in. I declined it for a second just so I could finish him. It's fine. He'll be fine.
So he's calling her to check on her, and she's like, nope, just hanging up on him. And he's probably at work, like on his lunch break or something, being like, what? What's going on?
Why am I getting red buttons?
Is she okay? Like, what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just texting you to check in, and Ken checked in.
Just kidding, Dane. She's declining so they can gossip about Ken.
Oh, you're hitting the red button on your husband to chit chat about Ken. Oh no!
It's a prepared scene, Dane. The cameraman's sitting here. They got 2 camera angles on her, one of the phone, one of her.
Right.
The whole thing is so they can talk about Ken, and he just happens to be calling her at the wrong time, you know. So he's getting the red button.
And I was like, they're doing great. He's like, good. That's all I want.
Good. That's all I want. That's all I want. Yeah. Whatever. And I love how the
what he
stepmom
wants matters.
Yeah, I love how the stepmom doesn't like. There's no respect for the marriage. Like if the fact that she's even keeping contact, relaying his messages, basically, like is just like,
really?
What are you doing? She must be so bored that she has nothing better to do than like live her dream of like this is the days of our lives. You know, but I mean, I guess ultimately in the end, if she cuts it off with Ryan and gets to the Ken, they're happier. Then I guess it's a good story. But at the same, like just watching it happen is just so, it's just so shady.
It is so shady, dude. That's my whole thing. Is like, what? So far, Ryan is guilty of like trying to love his wife and and make her happy,
trying to be there for her. You know, he's trying to be there for her too much, though.
He had told me that if he loved you enough, he needed to let you go so you could find yourself.
And here goes the mom telling the story of like why he broke up with her, right? The lame excuse, whatever that let you go thing. Like here she goes leaving the door open of like, oh, he didn't know he was going to find somebody else. Oh, he regrets it.
He regrets it.
He regrets it. He regrets it, Dane.
Yo, she's even saying sorry for this dude?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Oh, red button stepmom, okay? Answer the phone for your husband. Get out of here, dude. This is making me mad.
He didn't want to ruin your happiness. He loved you that much. And he still does.
God. Oh, my God.
Dude,
she's going to end up proposing for the man.
Don't cry. You can make me cry. Because I want to cry.
Oh my God, he still loves you. I want to cry. Manipulation City. You know, first you got the mom manipulating her on a health level. Now you got stepmom over here manipulating her on an emotional level. Good Lord.
Wow. Yo, she's married there, Mom.
Yeah, she is married, in case you forgot.
I loved him so much.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
There's not a day that goes by that he doesn't pray for you.
Oh my God, she just keeps going. Not a day goes by he doesn't think about you. Oh, he regrets it. It's like, God, I don't know, man. You know she's married, right? You know she's what? It's like,
and
I don't know if
it's not even like, and she's not even like, well, yeah, my husband loves me too.
I don't even know if like the goal, like if they're trying to set it up in the show is like if it's supposed to be some sort of like romance thing, or I don't.
I guess so.
As a dude watching this, I'm mad. I'm like, what?
Absolutely.
Like, what are you doing?
Absolute disrespect for boundaries. Dude, they have no boundaries at all, apparently.
The D is fire. He's going to respond with that in a minute.
He found someone else.
Well, he's not with anyone right now.
Oh, and then, Dane, he went and got somebody else too. But now that he's not with anyone, and she kind of smiles when she says that, now that he's not with anyone, I'll regret it, Gypsy. Oh, man. Oh, boo.
Wow.
Oh, if I love you, I should let you go.
Oh, darn, it didn't work out. What I meant was, girl, I can't believe you got, I just wanted to, I love you so much. I had to let you go.
He wants to reach out. He does.
He is.
But he don't want to ruin her marriage?
But he don't want you and Ryan to get into an argument.
Yeah, don't worry. Stepmom will take care of it for you.
Wow. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. That's why I'm here, though, Gypsy. I'll do it. Dude, that's so garbage, dude. I'm so mad.
Surely if that conversation actually happened and stepmom is just making it up, he told stepmom all this stuff and truly believed that she wouldn't go and tell Gypsy anything that he said, right? Wink, wink.
Yeah, right.
I mean, well, hang on. I'm forgetting myself. As Gypsy Rose's #1 fan, Ken's he's a goddamn mastermind. He's doing what he needs to do to save her from her controlling, food hoarding husband. Ken's a real one. This guy, he's
having jump
5 steps ahead, baby. Yeah, like this whole conversation just keeps going. It doesn't really get freaking
crazy
any better. But yeah, the post conversation.
I feel like no one is ever gonna love him as much as I loved him at that time.
Oh, poor Ken. Poor him.
Wow.
No one's ever gonna love him like Gypsy loved him.
Sorry for him.
Oh, poor him.
It makes me feel better knowing that he's truly sorry, but it doesn't change anything.
It doesn't change anything. That's right, Gypsy.
I have a marriage now. I'm wearing this wedding ring that belonged to Ryan's mom.
Yeah, you definitely don't act like you're regretting any of those decisions. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Does anyone here love Ryan? I can't. Jeez. She hasn't said one time how she loves Ryan, though. You know?
Ken is single. And he's always understood me. Like, he was my best friend first, so.
The painting's on the wall, right? The writing is on the wall with this one. It's just so obvious. Yeah. They got the picture of them back there, the his and hers pillows behind her, and she's over here thinking about her other man.
I have to stay loyal to my marriage.
She has to stay loyal to. You know, ultimately, my main thought is I don't even really fault Gypsy that much for this because these. She's a grown woman, but these people who have matured emotionally that are around her, these adults, I'll say, hit her with this high school level manipulation. Shame on all of them. Like, absolutely. Jesus Christ. There's like, it's so disgusting to watch this happen.
They gotta be ashamed. Seriously.
Like, I don't, maybe the story will change over time, but as it comes in, it's like Ken just like was like, well, I can do what I want. She's like, I'm going to drop these little hints, and then she's gonna come running back to me anyway, and I can do whatever I want, And then the stepmom is like, oh well, he said this, but you're married now, but dude,
you can't blame him. You can't blame him now, okay? Her mom threw out that she's not even allowed to blame the guy.
Like poor Gypsy is just she's operating on like this is like it's like watching a high school relationship, but marriage is involved. It's what it is. Like, well.
Right.
My first boyfriend that broke up with me over some stupid saying went to date another girl. Well, he's free again, so I guess I really miss it. It's like.
Meanwhile, Ryan's still healing his tattoo he got of Gypsy for Gypsy. Oh,
she's got to stay loyal to her marriage. That came out of her mouth. She's got to stay loyal.
As if it's that hard.
But anyway, Ryan comes back home. I don't know if he ever gets a hold of her, but he shows back up and Gypsy's like, look what I did.
Good God. Where's our food, baby?
I knew you were going to say that.
We had food.
Yeah, but it was all old stuff. Okay, so you've got...
Don't worry about the trash bags behind her.
Yikes.
He's like, where's all of our food?
Baby, what happened to that chicken that I just cooked?
The chicken is right here. I saved it.
Okay.
Okay.
And the rice was good too, right?
Didn't know that.
Dude, it's just like, what are we going to eat now?
Tell me you hate leftovers without saying you hate leftovers.
And it's like... It's like she even says, I knew he was going to say that. Like she knew how he was going to react, but she did it. I don't
did it anyway.
Dude, it's like me and Mary are both like very suspicious at this point if she's doing it on purpose to start fights to ruin her own marriage so she can go back to Ken. Like she's like, I'm just going to throw everything out. And he's going to come home and be like, what? Why? Why'd you throw our food out?
Yeah, you had a whole lot of condiments.
And you throw those away?
Just the empty ones.
What empty ones?
They had a lot of empty.
Obviously, he's like, what are you? like confused and like trying to not be mad about it. He's like, okay.
And I get it. I completely get it.
I'd be kind of mad about it too, to be honest. To be like, what? I gotta go buy more stuff.
Where did these come from?
In case somebody ever came over, didn't it? Maybe my ex-girlfriend came over.
Ooh, ex-girlfriend came over.
I got something to tell you tonight.
Oh, now she's got something to tell him.
What?
Dude.
No way.
Yeah, that's
hurtful AF.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, no way. She's joking about it like, yeah, well, I'm about to drop the bomb on you, homie. Dude, that's messed up, dude.
Dude, she wants to fight with him. She's like, she's got this,
absolutely.
Like, she's got this bullet that she's just got, and she's just like teasing that she's gonna hit him with it.
And she even told him, you know, hey, the first time you mess up my closet, we're gonna fight. So there's, she's got the other fight ready and planned. You know what I'm saying? It's already on the back burner.
Yeah, and she's just laughing about it. She's enjoying it.
No. No. Get away from me. No.
She's like almost being like aggressive with her affection now. Like, yeah, love me. Yeah, you like it? Yeah. I learned how to press people in prison. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, Ryan? So he's not happy about it, and she's trying to get away from her now. Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna go, huh? So it's the next day, the next morning after all that, right? And Gypsy's told Ryan about her stepmom, Christy, and Ken talking.
He's been reaching out to her just to ask questions and things like that because Gypsy has blocked his number, has refused contact, has chose to move on with her life.
Yeah, so Ken can't even talk to her if he wanted to. So insert stepmom, I guess.
Christy has continued to allow that door, like she keeps cracking that door open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does.
I'm mad at Christy over this.
Yeah, you should be mad at Christy. You should.
Don't nobody blame you, homie. Don't nobody blame you.
You should be.
So I knew that he would get a little ticked off at Christy. He got a little ticked off at me too when I told him that I started to get all emotional.
She says a lot there of like she knew how he would react. That keeps sticking out to me. It's like she knew.
Yeah.
Everything he would say, like she knew. I don't know if that's just like her being like, yeah, I knew. I kind of figured he'd do that, or if she's actively like doing all this on purpose and like knowing what he's gonna say, kind of thing, right?
She knows that he cares, and
he's gonna be upset. Obviously,
he's gonna be upset. Yeah.
And they keep bringing up the ex, and he's like, well, if you keep talking about it, go be with him then.
That's what Christy wants.
And I'm like, we are married. I am like, I love you.
And then she hits him with like, we're married. I love you. That's why I'm entertaining these conversations.
This ages poorly.
It seems to me, it seems like she's provoking him to be angry and then trying to play the good guy, even though she's the reason, and this conversation is the reason he's angry to begin with.
Right.
It's like being the cause of it and then like trying to flip it around and making him look bad is what it seems like, in the way like it's even edited. It just...
manipulation.
It doesn't do it for me, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it a bit. But as Gypsy Rose's #1 fan, you know, as long as she finds happiness, I don't care who gets hurt along the way, okay? All right?
Especially husbands who commit to loving her for the rest of his life.
He's too loving. He's too controlling. He's a food order. There's too many
Where's
things.
his sauce at? Where's his sauce?
Ryan's got his own weird things going on. But like, so far, none of this seems like it's not Ryan's fault. None of this is Ryan's fault. He's not doing anything wrong as far as I can tell. But anyway, you know, he said, before all this came out, that he's like, watch the show and you'll see. And you know,
I'm seeing.
I don't think I'm seeing.
I'm seeing.
But anyway, that's the end of this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Stay toasty, my friends. I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, I just miss you, baby. I just miss you.
Why's he gonna miss you?
Baby, I miss you, baby.
Was he talking to the food?